Well, hello friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I need to get a needle and pump this football up because it's kind of like our season. It's kind of deflated, but you know, football is a football. It's Friday night. We just got finished our live stream. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, check it out, and be part of the discussion and things. Always a Lady and officially Coco both have won Joe Boo shot glass racks that we got to get ready and send them out on Monday. So appreciate you guys and all the support. Speaking of support, you know, this year 2020 has been bad. It's just bad. I think about so many things that we used to do, and it doesn't seem like it was that long ago because it really wasn't. 9 months, 10 months ago. But thinking about having get-togethers with all the friends and fans and tailgating and things like that, I truly miss those things. And I miss, you're not going to win all the time. And hell, right now, it doesn't look like we're going to win it at any point at this moment. But what I miss more than anything else is just being around a lot of people. I'm afraid that this winter is going to be kind of bad, but, we're Americans. We'll make it through. We'll tough it out. We'll figure a way to get through this stuff and be victors in the end. The thing that's amazing to me is how our offense literally, which was scoring a lot of points. Okay, now scoring a lot of points doesn't always mean that you're going to win, but we were at least exciting to watch. We were at least, scoring points. You were looking at CDs saying, that guy is the bomb. We were in fact spoiled. And then you lose Dak, and it's almost unbelievable that we have had 36 possessions, 36 opportunities, 36 drives without Dak Prescott. Now, actually, it's 37 because the first one ended up being a touchdown. Andy Dalton did lead us to a touchdown on that last drive. So technically, it's 37. But after that drive, because now we're starting on other games, we've had one touchdown. One touchdown in 3 games on 36 drives. It's almost unreal. I almost can't believe that our offense has been that bad. We've been told for so long that, with the weapons that we have, you can put anybody out there, and they'll perform. Now, the good news is Dak is already back at the Star. Dak is already working out and rehabbing with the team, which is good because now the team can evaluate the process. Because, see, this is different than what happened last year. Last year, when COVID hit, closed the facilities, nobody's in here. We're not rehabbing people. So, Connor Williams had knee surgery. Tyrone Crawford had hip surgery. They're not working with the trainers. Now, they might be talking to them, via Skype and stuff, but training facilities were closed. The team wasn't there. They couldn't evaluate the players. You've already got Dak Prescott, who's rehabbing a month in on this injury. And the team can kind of get a feel where he is, how bad it is. And as opposed to Alex Smith, because we have a lot of people that say, oh, he may never be the same. Because they say, oh, look at Alex Smith. Well, Alex Smith had complications to the surgeries that led to infections, which led to more surgeries. We haven't heard about any other surgeries. In fact, Halloween, you saw Dak Prescott out there dressed as a mummy on crutches with his wonderful girlfriend, the nurse. Dressed as a nurse. I don't know if she's a real nurse in life, but you know what? I'm sure her bedside manner is really good. but he's already working out. Now, people go through, this is where it's kind of funny because people say, well, you can't pay Dak, it's $37 million, a franchise tag. Well, this is where the Cowboys have been stupid for a while, is paying on a franchise tag. You go through, you're paying the highest price possible that you can't hide any of the numbers. You can't. If you go ahead and sign him to a 4 or 5 year deal, depending on how much money is guaranteed and things, you can shift the money around so it's not that bad of a hit. You can make that first year be a $20, $25 million hit. And currently the Cowboys have $29 million that they can roll over to next year. Now I know the teams don't have that many fans in the stands, but I got to believe that the advertising dollars this year are probably still pretty good because viewership is up. As bad as our team is, as bad as the Eagles are, I want you to understand, Sunday night's football game was one of the highest rated Sunday night games all season. And as bad as the Cowboys have been, they're still most watched TV. Why? Because people like to see them implode. They want to see the train wreck that is. Even without Dak Prescott. It's insane. As bad as Carson Wentz is, it's still high rated. And people say you can't afford to pay Dak Prescott. Just get a rookie. You can throw him in there because anybody will work in there. Have we not learned from Tony Romo getting hurt in 2015? Have we not learned in 2020 losing Dak Prescott? You got a guy who works with the pieces that you have. You have a guy, even with Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy, was scoring points that if you had a defense that played like they did last week, you'd be undefeated. You get Dak back, you get a couple offensive linemen in there, you got running backs. I say you kind of slow your roll on Zeke Elliott. Don't kill the guy this season. Save him for the future. You get a couple offensive linemen in the draft. We get our guys back healthy. Draft a safety. Draft a cornerback. Draft another defensive lineman. You got other picks. Fill in some of the holes in the roster. All of a sudden, you can go worst to first with Dak Prescott on this team. I know it sounds crazy, but that's me. I'm crazy. At this point, when we talk about Dak Prescott, you can't afford to sign him. I dare say you can't afford not to sign him. You see what that team was doing. You see what that team was doing with Dak Prescott. You see what they're not doing without him. I still just can't understand how people don't get how good a quarterback Dak was. Now that he's gone, you're putrid. Putrid. It's time to man up and get that thing done. And as soon as the season is over with, Jerry Jones needs to go ahead and sit down with Dak and his agent and get this shit done. Get it out of the way. Don't just do the franchise tag and we're going to wait until the 15th of July to try and get it finalized. No, because that $37 million will hurt a whole lot more than getting a long-term deal. Get that deal done. He's the guy. All right, y'all. It's been a rough week. It's been a real rough week. And I got the plumber coming back tomorrow to run a camera down my sewer line. My sewer line backed up middle of the week. And I had to jackhammer the floor, put a new clean out in. And when I snaked it, I came back with a knot of roots in there. And unfortunately, my sewer line's about 14 feet down. And there's a tree over top of it. So we're going to take He's going to take the camera and evaluate how the sewer line is right now and pray that I don't need a new one. But unfortunately, I'm about to get rid of a tree. Well, hope you guys have a great night. And one more thing. You know, some days you just don't feel it. Some days you feel kind of down. That's me today. You know, sometimes I feel like I've got so much on my shoulders. I feel like I've got so many people that depend on me. Some days you just don't have it, you know? My brother had bypass surgery today. He's had like 6 operations in 2 months. He's dealing with cancer and now heart issues as well. And it's kind of hard to take. You know, I hear from friends that have family members that have COVID and the worries. Know people that are in bad situations financially because of, you know, work is slowed down or lost their job. And it's just like, you want to be able to help everybody and fix everything, but as hard as you try, I just can't do it. And I always like to be the person that fixes problems. But I feel like I'm letting people down. Well, I hope you guys have a great night. And I'll see you first thing in the morning. So one thing I do know is that big orange thing, it always comes up every morning. I'll see you then.